over here. Let me select one that I can run. Okay, I'm going to marathon this one right here. It's under. Now, okay. So I'm going to show you. Now notice that this program is going to have an extension. .c. C programs must have the extension .c. Okay, if you don't have the extension the operating system doesn't know that it's a C program. So you must have the .c. So when I open this program, now this is a program you must compile. So as you can see here, the way that I have the documentation, interpreter bash program, remember I had the pound sign at the beginning of the line, of each line. In C programming, you will start the document stuff that the operating system, the compiler doesn't care about. On the first line, you have a / asterisk. That tells the compiler that what don't worry about it. It's not any coding that you're doing here. Program name, created by, date created, purpose. Don't worry about, again, the syntax. You don't have to learn this right now. This is, little by little we'll learn. But this is the syntax, which is different. These are instructions. These are the variables. So as I continue on the program, what happens is that, I do all these things. And when I calculate the distance of a marathon, so here I have the variables, and then I say miles equals 26, yards equals blah. Then I kilometers equals 1.609 times miles plus yards divided by. This is just a calculation thing. And then I show with this printf message here. Marathon is, now this is going to format where the value is going to be kilometers. Now that is this variable here. So what the user sees is a marathon is whatever amount in kilometers. So when you run the program, the printf statement is the only thing that is going to be on the. Well, so anyway,
Can you go to the top for 1 minute, please?
What was that again?
Can you go to the top of that for a minute?
Okay.
So after the data, you would do the * \\, and then that ends the.
Yeah, that ends the documentation. The documentation starts here and ends here.
And that's how
the programming. Later. I just want to show you that there is a difference between this thing and an actual C program. So
to make the script for the C program.
What? I'm sorry, what was that again?
What do you use?
So right now, this is a program. The script is, we use batch.
Okay.
This is just...
Yeah, but you wrote that program, right?
This one, yes.
Yeah.
We use the text editor. The same text editor, Emacs, yeah. We use the same text editor.
And Emacs is in virtual loop.
Right. Yeah, Emacs is part of Linux.
Okay.
Okay?
So you can use that in Linux to make a C program for Windows.
You can make a C program that will run in Windows, but you cannot compile it in Windows if you make it in Linux, because the compilers are different.
Say that one more time.
Well, I don't want to get into the syntax, because we get kind of, at this point I'm creating a program in Linux.
Right.
So the compiler is, I can open the program in Linux and compile the program in Linux and get an object. When I run this program, it's going to run in Linux. Windows, I will have to take this program, go to Windows, compile the program in Windows, and then it will run in Windows. Because in Windows, it runs here, it is a different type of executable. It's going to be called that out.
So if you wanted to use it make this C program in Windows, you would just use Windows text editor.
Right. And if you want to open it with the text editor in Windows, but I will have to compile the program in Windows. Yes, yes.
I got you.
All right. So what I just wanted to show you here is now this program I have to compile. Watch this. To compile this, I will go to Tools, right? And the compiler will be here. When I click on compile, I go to Tools, click on compile. It's going to have that command there, make space -k for you. You don't need to change that. The only thing that I will have is the name of the object file that I'm going to create. Now with C programming, when you compile, you create an object file. Don't worry about the sequence of how you do it. I'm just showing you how it's done, and then later on, next week, we're going to start actually doing this thing. This is what I do. So here, I will type the object file that is created. So the best practice is to use the same name, okay, Marathon, with an O for object, okay? Don't worry about it. This you will know later on. So when I do that, I then press enter. You already have a file called marathon.c in the system. Do you want to save these changes? You see the yes. And say, you know what? I want to save the changes. Yes. Then, if the program was written by mistake, when I went yes and enter, the compiler in Linux compiled the program. You see complete. It did not give me any error message, right? So what you want to see here, when you have a C program and you compile the C program, you don't want to see any error. You want to this is beautiful. Compilation finished, right? Now check this out. Because this program needs to be compiled, the syntax needs to be perfect. So what I type this asterisk